maybe midlife crisis, or you think about like starting over, or how do you build your confidence. All of these things I know are things that I struggled with in the past. I had my first brain surgery at 28. So talk about, I was like, I mean, it literally, my brain blew up. So I had to rebuild. I had to start brand new all over. I did go back into teaching. So a little bit about myself. I do have my bachelor's in psychology. And I do sometimes talk a little funny because, you know, I did have a stroke. So I honestly, for a long time, just was in survival mode. I was just maintaining. So of course I went back to my job because they told me, you're not going to keep your insurance if you don't come back to work. So I felt very forced back into work. I feel like a lot of us, you know, you're like, yeah, I hate my job, but what else? I don't have any other option. And especially after my stroke, I also went back to bartending. I really was worried about trying anything new. I'm like, I'm struggling at shit that I'm like already was good at. Why would I try something new? Was my thought process. So rebuilding my confidence to even just speak. I used to, when I couldn't think of the words, I would seriously cry. Tears would just stream down my face, and then I would get really embarrassed about crying in front of people because I used to be a person who I felt very uncomfortable crying in front of people. Let me just tell you, no one feels comfortable crying. I still don't feel comfortable crying when I do it on a live or when I record myself. It's still weird. It's still uncomfortable, but I know if it can help just one person, like, I will continue to do it. So it's just been by practicing. And so I know that it might be like, why are you retraining your brain? Maybe it's not that you want to have the confidence to go live or the confidence, but it's like, I know I wouldn't have been able to go off of the side of a building and advocate for brain aneurysm awareness if it wasn't for doing lives, doing things, doing cold plunges, getting myself uncomfortable, you know? So it's definitely nice to have personal development and have people encouraging that. So maybe you're more focused on a growth mindset. Maybe you're like, I don't understand the whole retraining your brain. Like, I don't need to retrain my brain. I didn't have brain surgery. Maybe you realize that you do not have a growth mindset. Like, are you really pessimistic? Do you tend to look at like things as happening to you? Or are they happening for you? So I can tell you, I did not used to think that way, but what's really amazing, I know they say you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but you really can, you know? Like, let me just show you the fact that right now, my chicken and the dog, that is a pit bull, by positive reinforcement, we got them to be comfortable with each other, to share a dog bed, to hang out. I mean, and most people would say that pit bulls are, you know, an aggressive breed and you can't do that. But I love to show Holly as a proof. And I go, and Holly, I rescued her. She was already 2. So she wasn't from a pup. She didn't she was not raised with the chicken, but by raising her in a household where we do positive reinforcement, so like retraining your brain. And I have found by documenting it and sharing it that not only does it hold me accountable, it's also really helpful because I know the cold plunge stuff, the fact that today is going to be 194, I didn't think I was going to finish 30. Even reading all the benefits, but honestly, reading all the benefits every day, and then I get at least 1 or 2 messages asking me about it, and I'm like, or someone saying, oh, I'm gonna try it, or that's so inspiring, and I'm like, Bumblebee, she's yelling at you not to go in the house. Don't do it. Ma'am, please. Keep walking, keep walking, keep walking. You know. Keep it moving. Ma'am. Look at her. She's like, I don't hear her. I'm just gonna stay frozen right there. Bumblebee, stop. Move it. Keep it moving. Please don't make me have to walk over there. All right, I'm just going to try and talk to you guys and keep an eye on her. She's so sneaky. But we all have to start somewhere. So that's why I am going to be going live over here more, because I love going live on the other platforms, but I realize that so many of us don't like to be over there. And one day, maybe, you know, if we do have kids, I'll have grandkids and they'll be like, oh my gosh, what, how in the heck did grandma get the ability to like start going live with their chicken and just like all these crazy things? Yes, dreaming about it, manifesting, talking about it, but it also takes a lot of action. So there is a lot of conversations and things that happen behind the scenes. And I know if you've ever wanted to see a little bit of that, we do have a Zoom tonight. We also have some other opportunities. I know if you're ever catching the replay, so just comment down below and let me know, because having an online business and learning social media, and just most importantly, having a community that's supportive, that is about being 1% better. So whatever your health journey is, maybe you are on a fat loss journey. You know, I did lose 50 pounds of fat, but that is not why I drink the ketones. I drink the ketones because of how good they make my brain feel. They are an amazing brain fuel. They cleared up my brain fog. I'm not making medical claims, but as somebody who thought that her brain was too funky to feel the effects, I do. But you need to try it for yourself. So it's like a limitless pill. The mood it gives me, everything is so fantastic. That's why I drink at least 2 every day. But every weekend we do have a giveaway, so you can win it. All of the information are on the resources on my page, but please reach out. I am here to help, to support in whatever way, and maybe that's by doing Halloween looks. So I'm going to be loading all of those over here because I realize I kind of forgot about you guys. But hey, you know, progress, right? So baby steps. And that's my biggest thing, is that I've been trying to just go back to messy action. I just try things, and you know what? It's not always perfect, but that's learn. And how can you expect to get better if you don't keep practicing? So how can I expect to get better on YouTube if I don't keep doing stuff over here? So thank you, all of you who've been supportive along the whole journey, along both the brain surgeries, all of it and above. I am so appreciative, and I love you. And that might sound crazy, but there's people out there who hate people for no reason. So I am gonna keep loving you.